Okay. I swear stuff works differently every time I do it. It's also been 10 days? Something? Been a long time. But I was on vacation. Now I'm back. I was in Florida, so I'm nice and tan. My nose is nice and sunburnt. Don't make fun. I want to be better at this. But I mean, it's can't make any promises. We'll see. Um, Today though, I just want to make sure everything works first of all, and I want to do some random stuff on Destiny, and then hopefully my buddies we can get on later, and we'll do a dungeon or something actually interesting and cool and fun. I haven't done Warlord's Ruin yet. Okay, take a look at it. Cool. Hello. Let me check my YouTube. Let me use my app to see if there's any chat. Alright, well, Destiny. I need to do Final Shape trailer. Came out today. Pretty cool. Not tagged as Destiny. Can I change that quickly? Probably, right? This is where I had the game, right? Yep, there we go. 22, 2017. Yeah, it's been a long time playing this game. Can't wait for Final Shape. Super hyped. Okay, I mean, today I don't want to mess with. I want to get multi-streaming figured out, but I don't think that we're gonna do that today because I don't want to break stuff, and I just want to play. Need to do the final mission for Season of the Wish. That's where we're gonna start. Doodly doo. Doodly doo. I want Cade back, man. Oh yeah, I just got this Void Auto Rifle, the World Drop with Onslaught.
Whatever it is, the Soul Divider decisive
Final
and using
blows.
to entangle themselves in our work. It is a power not to be trifled with.
I want to try this here. I want to see. Oh my, that's actually really fun. Was Breakneck Void? I don't remember. I think it was kinetic. The original thing with kinetic. Pretty sure it was kinetic. And it was also fire, but now this one is pure power. Which is freaking sick, dude. We're going. Thought it might be up for a sec. Where? It would be nice with like some subsistence or something since it shoots so fast now. Dang. Do I need to like break where they're coming from? Probably. It's just a fun weapon to use. Wait, wait. Where's my- Hello. Okay. Just not recording my voice that whole time. I mean, I was. That would be silly. Interesting. How to destroy the gateway. Oh, you can just damage them? You don't have to wait for... an enemy or whatever to come, or a certain number of enemies to come out. Where's the last one? Calm down. I get it. I love mountaintop when I feel lazy. You just boop. Honestly, I do like this. Yeah. Just boring stuff. I also hmm. Valley banner. Okay, what we doing? Oh, D1, bro. What?
The Black Heart. Destroy this abomination.
You can't do this like D1 though, because they don't have those enemies in this game. I don't think they were like different. Hold up, I'm actually curious. I guess yeah. I don't know if that's the same as D1, but I mean it doesn't have to be. That's cool still. Boy. Oh my goodness, I should have actually saved my tether. Would have helped a whole lot right about now. Tracking onto everything else.
The Black Heart was a failed copy of the Veil. Imperfect, but potent nonetheless. This was a simulation of their prior effort. The Soul Divisive must have been using it to bond their collective with the darkness. They broadcast that connection, harmonized its frequency with the Veil, in order to take its place and shut us out. They could not have managed this feat without guidance from the Witness. And now, you have seen to it that they will not disrupt us again.
Okay. I haven't paid attention that closely to the lore in a while, but also I feel like them saying the Veil or the Black Heart is just like a failed version of the Veil is kind of important, but I don't know. I'd have been toast, bro. Oh.
You died.
So did you. Yeah, I don't have to call you Prince anymore, do I?
I miss Cade so fucking much. I mean, he's coming back. Clearly, but I don't know. I mean, let's see. Does he stay back? Moment. I wish. I wish. Heard this thing's pretty good. Haven't used it yet. Don't know. But last time I did a raid, we could have used some extra damage. Been a long time since I'd done a raid.
You've cleared the table, and the die is cast. This final shape the witness seeks. Asa warned us how the witness consumed its entire species to reshape itself. And still, it was unfulfilled. Its salvation is a prison. We see it in the calcified creatures within the ever-dark halls of each pyramid. Alive, but not living. What shape will the witness render the universe in service to? And what of those within it? To change that which is. Never forces it to match what you envision it could be. Because chaos cannot be contained. This will work. I've spent a year of study, counting each day, felt time's weight, but I've spent it well. As sure as I've ever been of anything. We will hold back the collapse, rebuke it once more, and forever. Because chaos cannot be contained. The time nears, Guardian. Riven's part is done. Queen Mara felt Crow's passage, and he has arrived. I've woven the Veil's resonance into their connection, as the witness did with your ghost. Soon Mara will open the way, and we follow Crow into whatever lies beyond. Prepare yourself. Soon, you will be called to arms.
I can't wait for the final shape, dude.
We have reached the end. Everything is at stake. Even us. I cannot help but think, have I prepared them for what is to come?
Always in your own head, Osiris. You have done more than enough. Now you worry for them too. Think of it instead as our time. We talked of the future we would have when the city was safe.
We must not mistake calm for safety.
Yes, yes. For now, the city still needs us. So, who will stay behind and protect it? Who will be its leaders when Ikora and Zavala are away?
You would have us take up command again? After everything?
We are not the people we were.
That was supposed to like radio in to me, but well, that's the only stasis trace rifle, so now we have that pattern. These other seasonal ones, I'd like to get done while they have the extra drop chances and stuff. Sorry, I'm eating. Gonna stop apologizing, but mainly because I just know that nobody's watching. I think, yeah, I don't know. I think a lot, but then I don't have, still don't have any good ideas, I guess. I'm curious, what if I do this? Did I really not? Save the new? I made a new loadout. Thought I saved it earlier.
Once the confluence has been cleared of opposition and our link to Crow established, do you plan to keep it open, Mara?
No. It presents too much of a constant threat. Without a staple of Guardian warriors, my Corsairs and Paladins would be overwhelmed.
I'm not so sure Petra would agree.
Can you turn legendary shards into cores?
Intent on remaining so.
Remember,
Yes, but she grows tired.
in our
There's a limit
cores,
to all things.
they need to get rid of cores. No, I mean, I guess not, but like masterworking a weapon costs like 10, I think. It's just too much. I play this game a lot and I still feel like I don't have enough of the resources except for legendary shards and glimmer, which is one they're getting rid of and then the other is the important thing next season. But always had a cat.
Descend upon you. Prepare yourself for battle.
I want to do an assassin's cowl build with Strand now that for PvE stuff. Now that next season the interaction should work out better where you don't go uninvisible as often. Where's the others?
Guardian. What the Soul Divisive have been trying to achieve through tapping into the darkness. The Vex have always
I've just
wanted to
used
cultivate and predict Paracosm. They've always failed.
Six Coyote, I think this chess piece is called.
Appear to be attempting to merge their
For a while
collective
for the second
with the Witness.
dodge, but I don't really.
It would seem they have not achieved it,
The build has never felt complete.
but they are.
I never thought of using Assassin's Cowl. Well, I think I did. I don't know. I used it for a little and then just like never put it back together with this build, if that makes sense. I don't know. Having the double slams is really helpful sometimes. not me just babbling away about my random build that only really is gonna apply to me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so many ways to play this game.
My queen, if I could speak candidly,
Should I be concerned?
we've helped the Guardians secure
Definitely
the
hyped
future
to
of
get
the
this
Ankh
pattern. We'll probably go
and
craft
made
that
amends
right
if there
now.
were any to be made.
Holy,
But what's to stop the new clutch from
That's
repeating
fire.
the disaster on Venus?
The Guardian, I would hope. Us.
I just wish this game. Yeah, I don't know. I wish this game was more popular to be played just like chill like this. Like I don't really. My favorite my favorite like in high level activity is dungeons and honestly nightfalls, but even like grandmasters are just. They're just so sweaty these days. The campaign's gonna be a blast. But besides that, I may not even do the final shape raid. We'll see. Hopefully I get to. I don't know, man.
Eververse isn't just checking. Acknowledged. Bye.
I can't 1 of 5 of that. Okay. Oh. Not that. Don't have Tusk of the Boar.
It's good to see.
My fault.
Ah, shall we begin then?
I knew. I should have known what he wanted. He wants his hands on my engrams.
Why can't those
No.
rookies in the Crucible be more like you?
I'm not even gonna get this thing. I don't even really care.
Swift out there, Hunter. Let nothing hold you back.
Need to pre-order Final Shape, and I really should just do it because
A transaction to make, Guardian? There is hope for humanity.
I need to pre-order Final Shape anyway, so why not just get it over with?
I'm never going to have a chance to. Greetings. Welcome back. Why should I fear stasis? I've seen the light used by warlords and guardians alike. For evil and good.
Oh yeah, I forgot to drop
A
that
new
off.
tool doesn't change the wielder.
Cool. I think I already got like a 4th times surrounded supercluster. Not sure if there's a better version of it or not. Yeah, it's not that though. Okay. Before they get on. Only 4 o'clock. Feels so late. Come on, Florida time. I want to save this arc build. Alright, I'm done eating. More candy, I'm sorry. I just wish the world were a nicer place, man. Sorry, I was also just chilling, waiting for Dim to finish. Yeah, it's really slow that's why I need to save this as an actual loadout. But rate my fashion, bro. I think it looks really cool. Did I not overwrite anything with Dark then? So then now I just do this. It's another. Well, Izanagi's a GL really, and then a GL. I hope that super becomes usable. Is there another starter scales? This one. We kind of want to save it with weapons that can't be found. Because then they'll never swap my weapons. Conflicted. I want to do a different look for this too. Oh, let's start with this. Dude, the legs kind of force you into like undersea vibes. But what if we don't do undersea vibes? What else could we do? I think I already have one with the cowboy look. Oh man. I wish I weren't broke. I need to buy Final Shape, and I want the Witcher ornaments, but I don't know if I'll be able to get both. Green gloves, huh? Not with this outfit for sure, but You guys don't want to, nobody wants to watch this, so I don't. Spend forever here, but. No. Logan's right. That ornament is cool, especially with super black. Looks good. Super black for sure. What else had white glowies? This probably would. Hmm. You have a couple. You know what? I like it. I change these up now, but yeah, we want to draw attention away from our boots that are ugly. But the cowboy hat goes, it does look really good with that chest piece. Hmm. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm. Yeah, this is the right one. I don't know if this is the right build or not. It's a good build or not. Why don't we? So unsure if builds are worth saving anymore. Because what if it's just poo? What if it's just not good at all? Wasn't there? Oh yeah, Merciless. Probably such a bad loadout. This is where we'll save. I think that's all we're gonna do as far as like the build crafting and dicking around with this stuff for now. So are GLs better than rockets if just straight up if there's no galley? Is that why they're better? I don't get all that. Like they're like, and there I don't know anybody who knows enough to explain it to me either, or like that knows all that well enough. I wish this game was more accessible. I really do. Okay, I just need something 1810 really quick. Video Jame, steady hands, onslaught. A master penis. Was it 17 enhancement cores for a fucking historic weapon? That's so much. Anyways. Oh yeah, just do a run Pantheon by myself. No big Well, I don't really have much to do until they get on. Trying to think if there's anything I need to do before they get on. In terms of like, should I maybe eat something? Probably. I'm gonna go grab a fresh soda. I'm back. I guess maybe I'll text my buddies and just see. Pretty sure one of my buddies. Oh, my brother's on Fortnite. I don't honestly know. Is it too real to sit here and say I don't know how to make my live streams better because I've stopped watching streams now to try to focus on mine? Does anybody care? Probably not. What are these? What do we got? Warlord's Ruin. You know what I might try and do right now? Nobody's on. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if I could make some progress into. Sorry. I'm gonna go hit the secret chest in Ghosts. We should be on Gerfalcon. Just for safety. This is the only dungeon I've ever soloed. Wait, that's not true. I soloed Prophecy. I got the title from this one. And I did become a Paragon, but I am no longer a Paragon, so does it even really matter? Oh yeah, I should go buy a shitload of... Yeah. I mean, a shitload of rally banners. 75. I mean, that goes quicker than you think sometimes. Room. I need that. I need that. I need that. Oh my goodness. They probably don't even have arc resist on. I need to check. Like, I have infinite time here, so I really should just play it patiently. Yes, double solar. Well, that's never... That's really never what you want. Why would I not use an exotic? Broom, broom. Wait. Broom, broom. Goodbye. Hmm. Could do. Okay. Yes. Over here. Yes. We call this one VX. My least favorite call out, just because it's not super clear. Patient. No reason to rush. Bonk. VX. Ghosty boy should be in here. Yeah. Honestly, that reserve overshield coming in a little bit clutch right now. I might be dead. Oh. Not this time. I do need Devour though. That's not Devour. There it is. Ice cream cone. Easy to remember. I'm pretty sure my grenade is like not synergized into my build right now, which is fine, but also could be better, but whatever. I forgot. Ow. Hello? Not close enough? Hello? No. Don't need to fight you, so I'm just gonna leave. I should kill something and get Devour going again. Nah, I'm gonna miss it. Alright. Where is she? And where is Ice Cream Cone? Yes. Deep tight. It did spawn on the far one, huh? Spooky, spooky, spooky. Equals sign. Heavy. Ooh. I wasn't expecting my feet to hit right then. That scared me. And then we'll still have one more to go to, right? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Gimme! What the heck? I don't know why I'm playing like this. An absolute spaz. Oh right, I'm not on the timer yet. It's after he's like I was just feel rushed by the timer, but there's not a timer right now, so chill. And then equals sign. Yep. Last one, maybe. Let's get it. I still need envious bait and switch. Which is why we're gonna go stop off at the secret chest. I saw to jump. There goes flawless. I don't care about flawless. I'm not doing this flawless. No shots. Bucko. Was here for fun. Ooh. Fuel. Be good for PvP, I don't know. It has been a while, so don't blame me. Yo, I'm also not getting any of these bubbles, which is great. Blame me if I get this wrong, but I think I remember how to go. Need to stop here. I know you need to stop to go back up, back inside or whatever. Could have just gone straight down to here though. Dude, that's spooky. It's like need to wait a second to collect the bubble. Yeetus. All that. Honestly, I don't even know what would be good on this glaive. I don't use glaives, especially not solar ones. Well, we could do it on another character. But I do not feel like soloing Ekthar right now. No shot, bucko. Anybody online? Yeah, what they doing? Seasonal arena. Grasp. Interesting. I wonder if that's on rotation this week. Must be. Hopefully doing Warlord's Ruin later. Once my buddies get on. Till then, I am just figuring it out. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima, but not today, probably. I do a long play of that tomorrow or something. I don't know. Just kind of going with the flow for now. You know how it is. Gotta get back into it after vacation. Honestly, had so much fun, but I'm still exhausted. Exhausted. Worn out. Beat, you might say.
Yes.
It's been a while. Let's play on our other characters for a little bit.
What is a guardian? Are we gods? We are connected to the weft and weave of the universe. No one knows how long we live. We stand alongside those without our gifts. We know, intimately, their lifespans, their mortality, despite their resilience. Mortals live more intensely than any guardian I've known. Love harder, perhaps. They They know tomorrow is never guaranteed. That everything they could become dies with them. So, are we
I
protectors?
think I've seen this.
Our gifts were meant to defend against impossible threats. Those who need us have never needed us more. But we could do nothing, and they would still die. What is a guardian in that moment? Now, across Last City territory, the forces of the Witness surge. Our borders are under siege. Does that make us soldiers? Pushing back buys us only time, but the alternative is unthinkable. We built a city none of us dared to dream of, with allies from unlikely places. We have never had more to lose. I turn the question to you, on the eve of our darkest hour. What is a guardian? Define us, in this moment, for all time.
Okay, very nice. Sorry, I don't mean to sound sarcastic. That was cool. Moving on. Oh man. Oh man. Oh my goodness. That looks so cool. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Take my money. I don't have any, but take it all. Do I could do the dungeon on this guy. See how that goes. Quick organization. OCD. Oh. Seasonal unlocks. Oh, I don't know if I even unlocked that on my hunter, but I need to. Quickly do these. Oh, interesting. Oh wait, do I not? Oh, you need to unlock them. All right, well we're gonna take that while we're doing stuff solo. What am I actually going to use for this? On Strand. I don't know what build this is, to be honest. I remember making the feedback. There's some, I remember there being a feedback ace like the ACD feedback fence build, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. Use that. And then probably use that. I'm like a melee build. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Do I have Banner of War on? Don't I need melee stuff for Banner of War? I don't even have it on. What is this build? This stuff is way older than even my hunter builds. I'm scared to put any of it on. I mean, honestly, what's the other one do? What do these both do? What that one? What if we got
Guardian, there's massive energy readings surging from below the arcology. All communication channels are affected. The Lucent Hive are forcing their way through from the ascendant plane. There's something else going on. The formations I'm seeing are indicative of some mass ritual to... Guardian, can...
let's just see. It's not like it was just game. Oh my goodness, wrong button. It's not like it was just game-breaking damage. Well, okay. I mean, Banner of War, I think, just on its own is... I should really have Forbearance on right now. Turret. Oh shit, bro. The freaking, I'm pretty sure what's it called? Dragon's breath killed me, dude. Okay, I'm just gonna stop really quick and pull something up. And Titan ball. Really? All kinds of weird. What is the I don't play Titan. And I can't remember what is the name of the website that has all the builds, dude. Not Mobalytics. There we go. I don't have to like watch a video. Listen to somebody explain it. I want to just steal their build real quick. Thanks. Yeah, I mean I have the old Abandoned Leap loadout saved. Oh my gosh, that's very pink. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Okay. For Barons, I definitely agree with that. Oh, wait. Second. What am I doing here? First, oh, goodness. Shit's gonna end up in the vault that I don't want in the vault, but it's fine. I could also risk runner. Wouldn't be a bad idea for in here. Hmm. All right. Oh, we didn't even switch any of this, but this is what this should be probably the same. Yeah. This isn't even a banner of war. Like, maybe this isn't what I was thinking. Where's Worm God? Is it the Worm God one? PvE strand. Synthos. That and that. We're doing beating Tango grants melee, traveling rounds, mail. Okay. Oh my gosh. That honestly looks so good. What about the hotfix? Or maybe don't have those as an ornament on here. It's not bad either. Head, he wants 2 punchies. Instead of punchies. Fair. Let's do it this way. And then arms, you have aid kickstart. I feel like melee kickstart's actually not a bad. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it may not be very good when I don't know how to use it still, but the weapons that I have on alone will probably. carry me a good bit of the way. Ooh. Another world drop that can have useful roles as far as I understand, or from what I heard. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, those melees are nuts. Turret? I didn't really look. Definitely struggling on the on the build that I don't know. But it does seem very fucking good, so. Oops. Should we go over here? No? Oh, okay, yeah. This time is broom. Dude, it's like the old Solar Titan. You just punch and you stay alive. Room. Dude. There we go. I almost accidentally dunked it in the right one. Okay, yeah, this build is sick. Equals sign, equals sign. Not me flinching in real life every time I do the lunge forward punch. Let's go now. Equals sign. Let's just run over here and smack some. Equals sign. Wait, is behind me still? No, no, no. Where? Ah, he must be on the far one, but. Turret. This should be 4, maybe 3, but. Turret. Alright. I'm gonna use my super up here. Just in case. Oh, nice, dude. That was the last one, too. That would have been real awkward. Another cold comfort. I mean, that is what we're here for. Whoa. 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 That's not cold comfort, but I think that's also quite useful. Dang it, no impact casing, but I don't know how much that actually matters. We'll take that. Alright, well. Another boring run to the secret chest. No, nothing interesting. I did get a sick arc rocket though. Envious explosive light will take all day. Not a Titan. Being stupid. What time is it? 5:40? One of my buddies should be on soon. Oh yeah, the RPG one. I forgot about that. Oof. And that's how you do this part super fast. Or at least, like, skip the majority of it. Oh, there's water down here. Good thing my feet tapped. I guess I could have done that at the bottom. Will we finally get Envious bait and switch? Even though I don't really think this rocket is all that meta anymore. I don't know. Well, not that. I am gonna go dunk this arc rocket that came with Envious. And in the meantime, we'll also check the other cold comfort. I'm getting hungry. Let's see. On yet. Wait. I've not tried to hide it. I just blatantly bother anybody who doesn't want to see it. My brother's still on Fortnite. He never texted me, which is kind of rude, but whatever. Probably this
What
guy also.
cipher is this?
Checking.
Ah, shucks. I mean, this one looks pretty cool, though. I don't know how actually good or not it is, because I don't raid all that much. So, I never even find out. But we got one. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. What was that? Trace rifle? Yeah, we don't care.
So who won?
So I got those like 3 dragon breath kills without even having the quest stuff. Silly me.
Make us proud.
Well fought. This is yours now.
Okay.
Safe out there, Guardian. The EDZ needs our help, Guardian. Get out there.
How long we've been going? 2 hours, 10 minutes. I feel like we've been going way longer. Also contacting server, not good. Oh no, my Wi-Fi light is not on. Look okay. Oh, it's turned. Okay. There. For now, I'm gonna put this on. I need to make food, but it should be very soon that my friends are on and we're gonna actually do a dungeon, and not just me solo get to a extra chest.
Hello everyone, I went to Bungie to play some Final Shape stuff early. I've talked about exotic weapons, I've talked about exotic armor, and now I want to talk about most of the other things that I experienced, specifically Prismatic and the new activity. I have 2 videos already live. Please go check them out after this one or before this one. I really don't care what order you want to watch them in. What I'm not going to be talking about in this video is legendary weapons or the roles that come on some of these.
Hey, I don't want it to look like shit for me and you guys, but stream's gonna die. Please use a what?
Weapons. I didn't think it was super important. I didn't try out the heal gun. I'm sorry, we were really pressed for time and we weren't playing in a group that often. I'm also not talking about any of the story at all in terms of like actual plot elements, mainly because they don't want us to, but also because I literally don't know anything outside of the first mission because I turned off dialogue and subtitles, so don't worry about that. When I was at Bungie,
Do because I don't want to just like walk away and do nothing for 20 minutes, but I also don't want to end stream because they're gonna be back soon. They're gonna be on soon. I mean, I might just end and I'll start it back up when they get on. Okay, hello. I have people coming on to play a dungeon soon, but not yet. I need food. See if they're on. One should be on. How you doing? PvP. I don't feel like doing PvP right now, that's for sure. Alright. I'm finding a Dado video. I'm finding a video, I'm sorry. Okay, this will actually be a good one if it will.
Today we're going to be exploring the depths of the most mysterious and disturbing Destiny iceberg. In case any of you are unaware of how an iceberg works, it's a way of organizing knowledge based on how well known it is, with the common knowledge stuff being located at the top and the most obscure and hidden information being located at the bottom.
We're gonna watch this while I make food.
By the time we sink to the level called the Dark Below at the very bottom, this stuff is so hidden that almost nobody knows it exists. Some of it is weird, some of it is illegal, and a lot of it is simply creepy and unsettling. You'll want to stick around to find out how much you actually know about Destiny as we delve into the depths of this 10-year franchise and its community. Beginning with the highest point on the iceberg, this is the stuff that Destiny is most famous for. Even if you've never played the game or haven't played it in a while, you might still be familiar with some of the entries at this level. The Tricorn. I'm sure you'll recognize this as the official logo of the Destiny franchise, but even today, the symbol itself remains quite a mystery. Nobody really knows what it means, and there is no obvious connection to anything inside of Bungie or the Destiny universe itself. One of the only times we actually see it is on the bottom of this guy's boot in the original opening cinematic, and we can see that he leaves the footprint of the symbol in the sand as he steps on Mars. Another in-game appearance is on the Speaker's robes, perhaps giving us a clue as to how it could relate to the Speaker's role in our story. Many have speculated that perhaps the different parts could be representing the 3 different classes or the 3 main races, and then the piece on the middle could be representing the Traveler. Another theory relates it to the appearance of a wolf looking straight forward, as the game does have quite a few connections to wolves. For example, Lupi in Alpha Lupi means wolves, and there are also many other motifs in Destiny's armor and lore from the Iron Lords. The most outlandish theory is that the logo is based on Master Chief's crotch armor from the Halo series, but this one is of course mostly a joke. The Prison of Elders announcements. From Psylocke the Defiled to the Overmind Minotaur, these voice lines from the Prison of Elders are some of the loudest and most memorable soundbites to ever come out of the Destiny franchise.
Psylocke the Defiled thirsts for your lives. Kexis the Betrayed. Dismantle minds, yes, or die.
I hate Destiny, it's my favorite game. This phrase is jokingly used to sum up the sentiment of the overall Destiny community. It seems that many players both love and hate the game at exactly the same time, and others also go through phases of intense love and intense hate. You can easily find reviews that are speaking very negatively, but the person reviewing has thousands or even tens of thousands of hours in-game. This does happen in other gaming communities too, but Destiny players tend to take this to the extreme. Pass the Orb. In one particular strike called the Corrupted, there is this ball that players need to pass between one another in order to charge it up. Famously, new players are extremely bad at doing this, and sometimes they're just completely unaware that you can even pass the ball to begin with. This has become a classic meme, and it's something that veteran players are eternally trying to teach the noobs of the Destiny universe. PlayStation exclusives. Bungie previously had this deal with PlayStation that required there to be PlayStation exclusive items in every release of the game, much to the disappointment of Xbox players. For example, literally all of the things you can see on screen right now were only available to people who just happened to be playing on that console. Fortunately, this deal eventually ended, and now every platform is on an even playing field. Weasel, Broccoli, Chicken, Plum, Guitar, and Beaver. To the uninitiated, the previous list probably just sounds like a bunch of random words strung together. But to an experienced Destiny player, these will easily be recognized as error codes. Each code corresponds to a different reason for disconnection from the game, with some simply removing you to orbit and others booting you all the way out to the main menu. Searching up the error code in question can give you a more detailed explanation of the issue. For instance, error code Beaver appears when your console fails to connect to another player's console via the internet, and therefore is often caused by connection quality issues. Actually difficult exotic quests. Exotic quests have always been pretty involved and required players to go through several steps in order to acquire any given exotic, but nowadays these quests tend to be extremely easy. Anyone can acquire the exotics if they just put in a little bit of time. Back in the day though, this was certainly not the case. For example, the original Thorn quest in 2014 was notoriously difficult since it required players to earn 500 points with void damage in the Crucible. Each final blow would give 5 points, but each death would then subtract 2. So not only did this quest require you to get good at the Crucible, but it also forced you to use Void, something that not all players were accustomed to. To make matters worse, the Night Stalker subclass literally didn't exist yet, so if you just happened to be a hunter, then this quest would be super difficult to complete. Without having a Void subclass to look to, the only option was to use a limited selection of Void weapons to hopefully get the job done. After hours of grinding a difficult quest like this, most players need to take a break and grab some food. But instead of reaching for the junk food or the costly takeout or delivery apps, next time you should reach for Control. Control is a high-protein drink that is meant to replace or supplement your meals, making it the perfect solution for gamers looking to improve their eating habits. In addition to tasting amazing, Control has the...
Is it like rude to watch their video and not watch the ad read? Because I don't want to watch the ad read, but like, I'm back at least. I just grabbed a bowl of cereal. And I don't really want to watch the ad read. I don't think anybody else does, but I don't know.
Offer. If you're looking for a high-protein snack, they also have meal bars and cookies that are extra convenient and great for taking with you on the go. The newest flavor is the Black Ice Chocolate, and it is a collaboration with Rainbow Six Siege. You can go to the website by using the QR code on screen or the link in the description, and when you arrive, I'd recommend using the Bundle Builder, because the more things you bundle, the higher your discount will become. And then you can also stack my code SHADOW on top of all that for an additional 10% off. You're going to love the flavors, and Control will also help you take your nutrition game to the next level. So click my link below, scan the QR code, or head over to your local GNC store. Thanks to Control for being one of the coolest sponsors on my channel, and now it's time to continue with the iceberg. The live events. Over Destiny's history, there have been a number of live events that have been praised by the community overall. Something kind of similar would happen in Destiny 1 when Bungie would tease the upcoming DLCs with an event like the Prowling Wolves, but in Destiny 2 these events became significantly more advanced. The first truly live event took place in 2020, where Guardians could visit the tower and watch the Almighty approach and eventually get destroyed by Rasputin 90 minutes later. Later that year, we were also able to access this awesome new area of the Last City, and there we observed as the Traveler healed itself. Right before the servers went offline for the launch of Beyond Light, we watched as the darkness encroached on the Sol system. These events are super cool, and Bungie has said that they enjoy doing them, but they also said they don't want to overdo them when the story doesn't warrant it. I agree it would get pretty annoying if they manufactured and forced some world-ending event to happen every few months. The 10-year plan. When Bungie signed a 10-year partnership with Activision at the start of Destiny, an ambitious 10-year plan came along with it. The goal was to release a new Destiny game every 2 years with large DLC expansion updates in between. As time went on, it became clear that this plan ultimately wasn't going to work, especially once Destiny 2 got delayed. It's crazy to think that we would actually be getting ready for Destiny 6 right now if things had gone according to plan. Interestingly, at one point a Bungie spokesperson came out and said that they didn't actually view it as a 10-year plan, but more so a 10-year contract with Activision. Challenges in social spaces. There are a variety of hidden challenges in social spaces that can reward you with special outcomes. Like for example, if you move these colored balls to these certain places in the tower, you'll set off celebratory fireworks and a massive traveler ball will appear. Strangely though, you can actually just go to these 3 locations and pull out your ghost instead of moving the balls, and for whatever reason this tricks the game into completing the objectives. Another challenge is you can participate in the Floor is Lava game by picking up this thing, carrying it over to a pillar of light, and then gaining the ability to defy gravity. You can also engage with this terminal to summon your ship for up-close viewing in the hangar. Although it was removed, you could previously play soccer here and also in the farm with some cool fireworks. The Veil. If you've ever heard someone complaining about the subpar Lightfall expansion, then you've definitely heard about the Veil. People were really upset about the Veil because it was mentioned about 500 times throughout the Lightfall campaign, but it was literally never explained in any way. Even lore masters like Byf said that the Veil was just a mystery, making the campaign feel meaningless. In the following seasons, though, we eventually did learn about the Veil. It turns out the Veil is actually an entity of darkness that is closely connected to the Traveler, and an ancient civilization once used the Veil to learn about the darkness and ultimately merge themselves into the entity we now call the Witness. It all makes sense in retrospect, but the drama caused by the Veil not being explained will go down as one of the biggest shortcomings ever seen in a Destiny expansion. How's your sister? In one of the most famous and unfortunate events to ever happen in Destiny's history, we lost our Hunter Vanguard, Cayde 6. These cutscenes were extremely sad and shocking to players at the time, and also featured quite a memorable line from Cayde. Right before he was taken out, Uldren asked if Cayde had any last words, and then he replied,
"How's your sister?"
Vostok. This is a PvP map in Destiny 2, but back in D1 it was a location for a campaign mission, and it also became part of a social space called the Iron Temple. This temple was built along the side of a mountain, and if you carefully climbed the mountain on a very specific set of rocks, you could make it to a spot called Felwinter's Peak. There you would find a small camp with a lit fire, a skeleton, a movable crate, and a dormant Siva cluster. The Speaker's quote. The Speaker was captured and interrogated by Ghaul during the Red War campaign, and surprisingly the Speaker had some pretty great comebacks and roasts before his death. In one particularly famous cutscene, he said the following quote, which was then edited into a meme and dubbed the single greatest roast in video game history.
Explain.
Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice. Sacrifice leads to death. So, feel free to kill yourself.
From here on out, things are going to step up a little bit as we progress into the Surface of the Water tier. Although this information is still fairly well known by long-time Destiny players, some newer players may not be familiar with it, and the knowledge is definitely less famous overall. The lawsuits. Bungie has been involved in a lot of very notable lawsuits that were covered extensively in the news, which is why this is so high up on the iceberg. For example, they've sued multiple cheat websites for tens of millions of dollars, they've sued players for harassing their staff, and one time they famously sued a YouTuber for $7.6 million after he filed 96 illegal copyright takedown notices on the Destiny community. We covered all of these in a video going over the history of Destiny controversies, which was pretty crazy, but suffice it to say there has been a lot of illegal stuff going on in the past few years. Excuse me. This refers to an amazing community wrote custom dialogue for Zavala. This was written for the time when the Cabal Empress Keitel proposed an alliance, and then she ordered Zavala to bow. In the actual game, Zavala simply replied with no, but in this community-written version, he begins with "excuse me," and then goes on an epic 60-second, expletive-filled rant about how the Cabal have been getting annihilated by Guardians for the last 9 years. Lance Reddick, the late voice actor of Commander Zavala, read out this entire dialogue, and then various members of the community put it into a new version of the cutscene to make it seem realistic. It was hilarious and extremely popular in the community, with one of these recreations of the cutscene garnering nearly 1.7 million views. The Oryx debate. Ever since the raid was first introduced in 2015, the community has been engaged in a heated debate about the location of Oryx, the raid boss. Some people argue he's in the front of the room like a teacher in a classroom, while others argue he's actually in the back of the room because he is far away from the entrance. There have been countless metaphors and concepts presented on both sides, and it seems the community will never end this pointless and hilarious debate. The Craftening. This refers to arguably the greatest and most influential glitch in Destiny's history.
I just want to say the whole Oryx thing. I just gotta put my 2 cents in. I never do call outs this way because nobody agrees. But when they first came out in D1, our logic was that the CEO stands at the front of the desk, at the front of the table or whatever, but he's at the back of the room, man. He's not standing up front. He's not on a stage. He's not singing us a song. He's the boss. He's CEO.
In late 2023, certain players started to realize that you could craft weapons with perks that absolutely were not meant to be craftable on those weapons. You would basically be blending two different types of weapons together in a way that was absolutely game-breaking. For example, you could craft an auto rifle that fired like a shotgun, making it unleash thousands of shells per minute and absolutely delete anything in the game. You could also just make your auto rifle unleash endless grenades and basically every other absurd combination you could possibly dream up. This glitch actually flew under the radar for a while, with only a few select players knowing of its existence. But right in time for a trials weekend in September, the word began to spread on how to take advantage of this ridiculous cheese. Especially after Bungie clarified that nobody would be banned for exploiting this, hundreds of thousands of players rushed to create the most overpowered weapons in the history of the game. Reissues and reskins. It's pretty common for video games to create reskins and similar looking items to save on development costs, and Destiny is no exception. Sometimes the reskins are done tastefully and there's some level of innovation, but other times not so much. Like, how many times have we seen this exact fusion rifle? Perhaps the most meme-worthy example, though, is the sheer number of reissues we've seen of the Hung Jury Scout Rifle. There have been 7 iterations of this weapon, and people have been making quite a few posts like, what kind of gamer are you? The prehistoric gamer, the retro gamer, or the old school gamer? Refer a friend. During the Taken King and Forsaken eras, Destiny launched 2 different Refer a Friend programs where existing players could recruit their friends to play the game and have both of them earn some special rewards. Unlike the traditional Refer a Friend programs in other games though, the Destiny program basically had a quest that you would need to progress together as a fire team. In Destiny 1, the quest would award 2 legendary emotes, a shader, sword, emblem, and sparrow. In Destiny 2, the reward was Borealis, an exclusive Borealis ornament, and an emblem, ship, and sparrow. Of course, we don't exactly have the analytics of the performance of these programs, but overall I'd say that they were a really excellent idea. Destiny has always been difficult to approach when you're a total beginner, so having a friend who is incentivized to stick by your side and guide you through the quest sounds amazing. I also find it interesting that the 2 times we had these special programs also happened to be during the 2 best expansions of all time, and then the programs were simply discontinued after the expansions. It would probably be very beneficial to bring back some version of the Refer a Friend quest to the modern game, especially now that the Destiny universe has been around for so long and has grown so complex. In my recent video where I watched my friend try Destiny 2 for the first time, I got some first-hand experience of watching what it's really like to be a total beginner in this game. Based on this experience, I'd say that a Refer a Friend program could do wonders for getting new players into the game and making their experience better by providing them with a built-in friend and extra rewards. The Master Ives Mystery. Back in Destiny 1, Master Ives...
Just for the record, I was told 6 o'clock. It's 6:15. I'm not mad at them, but I'm just, for you guys, anybody who's been watching and waiting, we'll start as soon as they're on. Apologize.
Ives was the Cryptarch who would serve Guardians at the Reef. However, sometime during the events of Forsaken, he was mysteriously murdered, and we had to investigate this during the following Festival of the Lost. Based on something that appeared to be a lost journal page of Master Ives, we concluded that the Fallen were responsible, and we hunted down and eliminated Kiklas, a Fallen captain. For the conclusion of this quest, we returned to Amanda Holiday, who gave us Master Ives' final engram, which decrypted into the Thunderlord exotic. While giving us this final engram though, Amanda seemed uncertain. She said that the Fallen had no apparent motive for murdering Ives, and she stated that this was probably part of a larger story of some kind. We never really got an explanation in the lore that might suggest a deeper conspiracy here, but some players do have a bit of a strange theory. Master Ives was voiced by the same actor who voices Devrim Kay, so Bungie might have simply eliminated Ives to avoid having two characters that sounded almost exactly the same. They might have also just seen Ives as expendable since he was only in the D1 Reef and not in D2. Hilarious weapon logic. If you ever critically examine a Destiny weapon and ask yourself how it would work in real life, you might notice some logical flaws that would completely ruin functionality. For example, the hammer on this hand cannon is on the top, but then it actually fires out of this bottom part. Also, take a look at this scout rifle, where a massive hole is right in the middle of where the magazine goes, making it completely impossible for the rounds to actually move up unless they go in some absurd path like you can see in this animation. I'm sure this can all be explained away by the words space magic, but sometimes it's kind of funny to take a closer look at the unique physics of the Destiny universe. The Screeb Raid Boss. The Scorn have a particularly annoying type called the Screeb, and these creatures will sprint directly towards you at an alarming pace before exploding. The Screebs are generally quite small, but
Like
one day someone at Bungie decided that they should instead scale the Screeb up by 500%.
Sounds like one will be on very shortly, which just whenever the other one will get on. So, basically have 2 of 3, and once the third is here, we'll be ready. Well, I wouldn't say we'll be ready because, yeah, but we will do this dungeon. I might need to, we'll figure it out. I'll Google if I need to, but let me see. I'm worried about the I mean, you can probably see what I'm Googling. Jail cell puzzle. I've never done it. So that might be interesting to watch. Us idiots. Orange. Right. I think that's really the straight up answer. Six mechanisms. Gotcha. Interesting. I'm not gonna read it aloud because I'm kind of skimming, but probably leave that up for when they do get on. Well, coordinating a fire team, the best part of Dust. Hello? Is that still, yeah, should be. Should be. Oh man. Well, this is some of these are the I hopefully there's not any actual kinks, but I'm looking at the audio stuff and hopefully my buddies hear me through the filters like you guys do. If not, it sounds kind of rough. This microphone's not great until you put like OBS filters on it and stuff. Any minutes now. I'm just gonna throw this back on for now because it's more interesting than I am.
And then this absolutely terrifying Screeb raid boss was born. It only exists in this strange testing area created by Bungie, but we can only imagine the size of the explosion that it would create in-game. Lootapalooza. In vanilla Destiny 2, there was a very strange event known as Lootapalooza. This all started out when players would have a small chance of getting a key if they had pledged allegiance to one of the factions and then they defeated Callus. At first, this was a total mystery. What could this strange key possibly be used for? A while later, one player discovered that the key could be used in the tower at various different monitors, and this would essentially trigger a massive public event within the social space for all players who were there with you. It would read, Cayde 6 has dropped treasure chests in the tower, have at 'em. You then had a few minutes to loot the chests, but if you climbed all the way up into the rafters of the hangar, you could loot this specific chest which contained a dance party key. This could be used to open another chest, start the music, and officially begin the dance party. Everyone in the tower would then come over to join the dance party and loot this chest, and although it could give pretty ordinary loot, it also did have a chance to reward legendaries and even exotics. We convert everything into a weapon. It has kind of become a meme at this point because it seems that wherever we go, we find stuff and then turn it into the next exotic weapon in our arsenal. For example, the bug inside Xenophage used to be a guardian, and at least some part of Xol's essence has been preserved within Whisper of the Worm. Colonel. There was once an ordinary looking chicken at the farm, but then Cayde took a liking to her and named her Colonel. She actually became a valuable member of his team, distracting the Cabal for just long enough for Cayde to drop in from above and take them out. Following Cayde's death, Colonel was relocated to the tower to fill Cayde's spot, and she looked very lonely and forgotten for some time. It seems that Bungie also forgot about her because she got completely buried in the snow that was added during the Dawning event, and you could only see her by clearing out all the snow in the area. Saint 14 keeps a bunch of pigeons, and it seems he also likes Colonel as he has now given her the title of Pigeon Lord. New adventure available. There used to be these mini story quests called adventures that would be all over the various destinations. These were eventually removed entirely from the game with Beyond Light, but for some reason there's still a bug that persisted that would give players the notification about the new adventure being available. This has become a running joke because it seems that adventures will never return, and yet these phantom notifications still exist to this day. The original material farms. Back in the early days of D1, there was this massive emphasis on obtaining and then consuming planetary materials to upgrade weapons and armor. It was rather expensive to upgrade all of your armor and unlock all of their perks. For this reason, many players have memories of spending quite a few hours learning the farming routes on various worlds for harvesting the materials and profiting as much as possible. Some liked this grind, but others also thought it was incredibly boring and repetitive. Rewind Wounds. The perk Rewind Rounds is a pretty bad tongue twister and it is hard to say out loud, so most people just end up calling it Rewind Wounds instead, whether by accident or on purpose. Faction Rallies. Destiny 1 originally introduced the concept of factions, where players would pledge their allegiance to one of the three factions and then earn loot and reputation over time. When factions were brought into Destiny 2 though, they took a bit of a different approach. There were now these events called faction rallies where each of the factions would compete against one another. The objective was to collect as many faction tokens as possible throughout the duration of the event in order to acquire gear and contribute to your faction's success. Each faction presented an official weapon as a reward for the rally, but only the winning faction would actually offer that weapon up for sale. It was actually kind of a big deal because the community would essentially vote for which weapon they wanted, and then it would have an impact on the meta in the future. Faction rallies were eventually removed from the game, and the factions are not part of gameplay anymore, but maybe someday they will return with a renewed purpose in the future. The disappearance of weapon scopes. A huge percentage of weapons in Destiny used to come equipped with either sights or scopes that would be used to customize the optics of the weapon and substantially change the stats. Over the years though, this became less and less common, with barrel options taking the place of the optics. This was largely because the players would tend to gravitate towards one scope, making the others rather pointless and a waste of development resources. resources. The Airborne Effectiveness Drama. In 2022, Bungie introduced a brand new system called Airborne Effectiveness that would determine how accurate you would be in the air. The system was notorious for its poor implementation, and when it was first installed, unless you heavily invested all of your resources from build crafting. The airborne stat also just didn't appear at all within the game, so that made it extra annoying, and casual players were especially confused. Fast forward a few years, and the issues from this system have been mostly resolved. Players can now jump and hit their shots like they could originally, the stat appears in the game, and you can improve the stat through build crafting if you want to. Dancing on your Sparrow. This one refers to the bug that let you dance or use whatever emote you wanted on top of your Sparrow while driving it like normal. Unfortunately, this was patched, but it was pretty hilarious seeing some guy dancing on top of his vehicle while also flying past you at like 100 miles an hour.
Never seen
The
that
Taken
one.
King edition of the PS4.
Yo!
Destiny collaborated with PlayStation.
I just went to my uncle's place in Florida, and he has. Let's go back to it.
The Taken King edition.
My uncle has this and doesn't even play Destiny anymore because like it's way too complicated for him. He doesn't play video games like that, like this. Most people don't. I need to turn down the brightness of my camera is making me look so whitewashed. My uncle has this. I'm kind of jealous. Doesn't even play Destiny anymore though. Kind of sad. Anyways.
Of the PS4. Destiny collaborated with PlayStation to celebrate the launch of the Taken King branded white version of the PS4. This also came with a copy of the Taken King expansion, and this deal helped some Destiny players make the leap from the older PS3, which could still run Destiny at the time. The D1 public event website. In modern Destiny 2, the map of every destination is quite helpful and shows us information like the arrival of public events. However, in Destiny 1, this was somehow not a thing. In fact, the only way to find out about public events was to visit an actual website that would tell you when and where they would appear. And in retrospect, that is absolutely ridiculous. It relied completely on player reports to log and display public events, and then it would relay this information to everyone else to help them out. Pushing Atheon. In the beginning of Destiny 1, Bungie made the mistake of letting players and their abilities directly influence the position of the final boss in the Vault of Glass raid. Players discovered that if they simply threw their grenades right next to the boss, they could eventually force him to just step right off the edge, netting everybody some extremely free loot. Infinite Supers. There have been a few times in Destiny history where certain exploits would give the player base completely unlimited super abilities. For example, you could basically just mash your controller in Destiny 1 to throw infinite hammers, Destiny 2 at one point had infinite Nova Bombs, the beta had infinite Arc Striders, and another time you could have infinite Dawnblades by simply swapping your armor. These were obviously all incredibly broken and got patched out of the game, but players who experienced these things firsthand will probably remember the chaos that followed. Pre-order exclusives. If you managed to pre-order a physical copy of Destiny 1 during 2014, specifically through GameStop, you'd get access to the exclusive Sparrow S10V. They made a whole video dedicated to it, claiming it would, quote, boost your adventure with this upgraded red Sparrow. It also talked about better acceleration, higher top speed, and extra durability, but as it turns out, that could kind of be earned through gameplay anyways, and this Sparrow was only exclusive for a short period of time. GameStop did another promotion for the pre-order of Destiny 2 in 2017, and this one was arguably more enticing. They offered a tiny collectible Cayde 6 figurine, which many players instantly fell in love with.
Also, just like kind of hitting a wall. I'm still on Florida time. Clearly, because it feels like it's midnight. It's 6:30. We're supposed to be on at 6. Haven't really heard any update from them recently. Alright, well, I'm just gonna end for now, I think. And when they text me, I'll restart a Warlord's Ruin stream. Which makes more, I mean, I guess that makes sense anyways, because then it's not random Destiny stuff. It's a Warlord's Ruin stream. Alright, well, take care. I should be back in like, hopefully only 30 minutes, but we'll see.